Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Dee. And we are the Bearded Thrift Machine!
We are FostersFaves, and this is Foster. He's my boy, and he's a little bit misbehaving today, but he's a sweet guy. He is, what, 9 years old?
9 years old.
Around 9 years old, but
he's the best boy.
he is the best boy, and he helps us when we thrift on the weekends and throughout the week. And we have 4 other dogs, so we're quite busy in this household.
She's been thrifting about a year now. Had pretty good success. So we thought we would share some of that with you guys.
Yeah. And Dee drives for the United States Postal Service. So all your priority mail and all that kind of stuff, he drives around the country.
Yeah, we could tell stories about that, but we won't.
Maybe we will. And anyway, we hopefully doing the thrifting and this YouTube channel, we can retire him and you guys can be part of that story. So we're going to take you over to where we have been. We've actually been living out of there because we have been remodeling our house. You can kind of see behind us our cute little kitchen, little backsplash area. And we've been remodeling our house, so we were staying in another house for the last 4 or 5 months. And all my eBay inventory is over there. So we are going to show you the bit of a death pile that we have built up. And we'll be tackling that today. So we will see you over there. Come with us.
Yep. See you there.
Bye. Okay, we're here.
We're back, guys. This is where we were living during the remodel.
Yeah, it's been
Such
crazy.
as it was, so.
It's a wonderful house, though. We were so blessed. I mean, I cannot tell you how amazing. We were so lucky. But there's some stories. Ooh, I almost fell. That's typical. You'll see that a few times.
Okay, so we've got still have some stuff over here, but most of it is dead pile.
Yeah, death pile.
Death pile.
Now this is going to be an indoor garage sale. We will be having, we live in Texas and it's stinking hot already. So, you know how resellers, we make mistakes occasionally. We don't buy the best things or people give us stuff. And I don't list things if they're not going to give me a nice profit. So a lot of times I'll be given things that honestly aren't really worth my time to sit and photograph and list. So I'm thankful for the things and I put them all together and I'm going to have a nice little indoor garage sale at this amazing house that my friend has allowed me to stay in for the last 4 months. And so I'm putting all my stuff in here and we're going to do that. And it's going to be amazing. But let me come on in and I'll show you a little bit about what's going on in here. Here's some Christmas stuff that I do need to list. It's not my main priority right now, but it will get listed before Christmas and actually as soon as I possibly can. It's part of my death pile. Then here's just a few things that I've gotten recently that I still need to list. But there's my setup for listing smaller items. I do a lot of shoes over there. It's great. It gives me a nice neutral background and it's for smaller things. And then of course some candy wrappers because you gotta have a little energy when you're listening, you know, keep that energy up. Here's something, a beast that I get to ship tomorrow. I got that.
Oh yeah, this is interesting. We may video that as a separate video.
Yeah.
You can see how she packages things because she's gotten lots of positive feedback on her shipping items that
I'm kind of a pro. That's my thing.
Yeah, they
It's
don't
kind of my thing.
things that are easy to break don't get broken. So
that's right. I shipped 7 place settings of Royal Dalton China to Canada successfully. And I shipped 5 place settings of the same China to Washington State successfully. And I've shipped another CRT monitor to, I don't remember where that one went, but successfully, and it got there. So tomorrow, that is shipping out, and Dee recently got me a hot knife, so hopefully I'm going to use that to cut my foam, and we will wrap that thing up, and I will video how I do that, and that will be on the channel also. So be looking for how I ship out this CRT monitor. So we're gonna pause now and we're gonna walk upstairs and I will show you my death pile. So welcome to my bit of a death pile. So I have to say, I was very blessed and lucky to get a bunch of new without tags merchandise at one of our local thrifts. These are Bamboo Avenue shorts, and they are brand new. They're amazing and they're really cool, and I need to get these listed because hello, summer is like around the corner. Actually, it's summer here already. Obviously, look at how I'm dressed. And these need to get listed, and these will be easy because it's like multi-quantity. I just haven't done it because honestly, I have a bit of a bad back, you know, and bending. But shorts, I really have no excuse, you guys, except the moving of getting out of this house, on all of our stuff out of this house and back into the other house has been a bit of a struggle, and I've been on the struggle bus and it's just a little stressful. So that's kind of kept me, it's just kind of gotten me a little bit down. Then I also was lucky and blessed to get some really cool, and I have most of this stuff listed. So go to FostersFaves if you want some super duper cool Zero Foxtrot new without tags merchandise. These are their, and I don't know who wears these, and I certainly don't know how this is considered a large, but these are supposedly large men's.
Yeah, they're not.
And they're silkies. They're silkies. These are what people that work out wear, D.
Oh,
and
okay.
I don't think you would know about that. Because
no, that's
you don't work out.
That's not in my repertoire.
It's not in his repertoire.
I get enough exercise pushing my luck.
So. You definitely get plenty of exercise pushing your luck. Anyway, so got a bunch of Zero Foxtrot. That's not listed though. Again, Zero. This is not one of the coolest shirts. This is just one of their kind of main, just average. But this one's embroidered. So the other ones are generally silk screened, but this one's embroidered. So that is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that logo.
You love the Zero Foxtrot stuff.
Yeah.
And they advertised to him. Dee was already getting their advertising. And you know what, y'all? I'm going to tell you how much I got this shirt for. I got it for $1. So I will list a shirt for $1 when I can turn it into, I list them for $19, $19.77, and I sell them, I will accept an offer of $15. So I'm turning $1 into $15, and they're selling pretty dang quick. Then I had a ton of their regular shorts. I don't have any in here to show you because they are all listed. So that is good. I got most of that stuff listed. So the things that are in here are just, again, a lot of things fell to the wayside while we were trying to move and whatnot. So, by the way, speaking of whatnot, that was a good transition, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I'm telling you. So, we are going to be having a whatnot show, our first. And if you're on whatnot, you need to follow us. Again, the name is FostersFaves. And we are going to be having a whatnot show with notions and material because I had an aunt who moved recently. And she left me with boxes of tassels. And I already had just multitudes of yards of fabric. So we are going to have a whatnot show with tassels and fabrics and notions. I don't know when it's going to be, but keep an eye here on the YouTube channel and we will let you know when we're going to have the whatnot show. Because it's going to be epic, and with Joanne's shutting down, I think that there are going to be people that are interested. So let your friends know. If you know anyone that sews, or you know anyone that's interested in really cool fabrics, we are going to have the Sunbrella type fabric. I don't know if it's actually that brand, but I've got bolts of that. Bolts of the stuff that you would cover, you would recover outdoor furniture with. Got bolts of it. So let your friends know. It'll be selling for cheap. It will not be expensive. And it's going to be really cool. So yeah, I got this really neat vintage towel that I need to list because hello, it's summer. Summer's coming. And I think that is just the neatest, coolest thing. It would be great at the beach. And look at all the cute panda bears.
Yeah, who doesn't like panda bears?
I mean, who does not like a panda? I love a good panda bear. I love a good panda bear. Anyway, so we are struggling to get this all listed. By the way, if you're from Oklahoma, this is something you need. If you were a Boy Scout in Oklahoma, you might have gone to Camp Simpson. Camp Simpson was the local Boy Scout camp in just right outside Ardmore, Oklahoma. And that's where my brothers went. And that is the coolest belt. I just think that's neat. So anyway, we've got this is where we have our death pile. And I mean, I say it's bad. It's not horrendous. It could be. I've seen a lot worse.
This stuff is all saleable stuff. A lot of death piles are unsaleable things.
Yeah, it's a lot of the garage sale stuff. I've pulled out most of the garage sale stuff. There are some stuff that's pretty.
And there may be some more that goes in the garage sale part.
Probably is, but not too much. Not too much. Let's show them my active inventory.
Okay.
And kind of how I have some of that organized. Honestly, what's up here is not terrifically organized, but it is in bags. So this is stuff I've acquired since we've been staying here at the house. And so it's easy to find. I've got the use of the whole room, so there's no reason to...
It's all been moving pretty quick.
It has been moving very, very, very quickly. So I've been able to just kind of throw it in here, and when I need something, I find it. All those Zero Foxtrot things, I went ahead and labeled. This is a 2-inch black, 2XL 6-inch inseam black short. If it's not just a plain black or plain gray, I label it as such, whether it's a camo or a whatever it is. So those are easy to find, and those have been selling like hotcakes. Absolutely loving that. And then in here, I've got kind of my antiques and collectibles and shoes and that kind of thing. And it's easy to see, and I kind of know what I've got, so it's pretty cool.
Got quite a few shoes, although they come and go quickly.
They do. These are some gorgeous Asterflex that, I'm telling you, those are beautiful shoes. Those sell for like $300,
Which we'll probably refer back to some of these things when they do sell. Maybe give you the
Well, these sold this last week. I got these, y'all. Ready? For $1 a piece. $1. And look at them. They're gorgeous. And they sold for $25 a piece. So these will be going out tomorrow as well. I'm going to use my new tool to cut the foam and styrofoam to package these up. Again, a fragile item. And I'll try to film me shipping these out so that you'll know how I ship those. I have shipped out 4 others. Yes, because I only have 1 left. So I had 9. And I've shipped out 4 others, and they successfully got to their destination. So those are going to ship out tomorrow. And what else?
Got all kinds of stuff in here.
I've got all kinds of cool stuff in here. So
anyway, a little view. Of course, we have back at our other house, we have lots of totes full of stuff. So, but this is just some of the stuff that got accumulated while we were here during the remodel part.
Right.
Which
the clothes are mine. These are not for sale. They just happen to have gotten stuck in this closet. So anyway, but things have come and gone for sure. Here's the totes. Dee, can you show them the totes of the tassels and whatnot that are going to go on the whatnot show? So there's tassels, more tassels. Gorgeous things. If you know anyone that makes pillows or draperies or anything like that, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Things that...
There's some more out here.
Tons more. Things that retail prices are, $20 for a tassel, and I'm going to start them at $1 or 50 cents. They're just going to be cheap. So here's a bunch of fabrics that I've got that are just so pretty. Just beautiful stuff. So please be looking out for that. I'm trying to think what else is in here. More Christmas that I've got a list.
Yeah. Quite a bit of Christmas stuff.
Yeah, I got some good Christmas stuff ready to do for next year. All right, we'll cut and we'll come show you some other stuff here in a second. Look, a tassel to match my shirt, kind of. No, this is a good example. This is a $25 tassel, y'all. And it is gorgeous. And I'm going to probably start that at $1 on the sale. And this is basically a tie back for a curtain. And so there's tons of gorgeous stuff. These are regular price for a set, $8. Again, $8. I got some Velcro. I've got a whole tub of Velcro. Just tons of beautiful things that need a home, and I don't want them to go in a landfill. And that's one of the reasons we do what we do, and that I do what I do. I love saving things. I like giving things a new life, and I would hate, this would have gone in a dumpster. Aunt Pam was cleaning out. She loved doing all these wonderful crafts, but she was ready to move on. And she wasn't going to take the time to take it to a Goodwill or whatnot. She had a dumpster and was going to throw it away. And so I said, no, let me take it. Here is an entire, yeah, I was saying I had more Velcro. Here we go. More Velcro. More Velcro. And again, a box of more tassels. I have antique buttons. You name it, I've got it. So it's going to be an epic notions whatnot show. I'm really looking forward to it. And so I hope you guys will join us. I have not done a whatnot show, so it will be my first. And I can't wait to meet you all and say hi to you guys over there. So I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to go get started working on that death pile.
See y'all later.
Bye. Okay, so we are going to go try to tackle that death pile and do the shipping. So come back next time to see how we ship out that CRT monitor and those champagne flutes.
Yeah, any of you new to reselling and have questions about shipping, and she's the expert. So especially on packaging stuff like that to get it where it needs to be in one piece.
Because that is your job as a reseller. Your job is to get it there. It's funny, I'm on a lot of different Facebook forums, and let me tell you, people get really testy when people complain about their shipping, and I'm like, it was your job to get it to the destination. And he knows what the Postal Service does to stuff. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
How did this get broken? Because I have had a couple things break. He was like, that got forklifted. Like it got, the forklift went directly into it.
Yeah, so don't write fragile on your packages. That makes them a target. So
definitely a target.
Yeah.
So anyway, it is our job to make sure that things get to where they need to go. So we're gonna go tackle a death pile, ship out those items, and we will film that, and that will be on our next video.
So we will see you on the next one.
Honey, you gotta get your own tag. Okay.
Hey, but he's awesome.
He is awesome. We love the bearded thrift machine. Can you tell? So y'all, tell us in the comments. Tell us. Could you tell us if you've got a better idea for something?
A good tagline,
yeah, a good tagline at the end. And also give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and like our channel.
Absolutely.
And come back and see us for packing and any other, just let us know if there's anything else you want us to cover.
We'll be back soon.
Okay, bye.